Hi everyone. I'd like to share something called the stressors and resources model. Now, this is a very simple tool in psychology um, to map out your stressors and resources. So, what are resources then? Resources are the things that nourish us, the things that replenish us, our energy, our stamina, the things that keep us going. And stressors are the things that deplete our resources, that drain our energy, that grind us down, that just cause stressors, just cause endless stress and worry, really. So the stressors and resources model can be used to really map out where your energy's going. It's literally as simple as one column for stressors and one for resources. So, say for example that you have a lot of stressors in your life, and your stressors far outweigh the resources, then all of your resources are going to get drained. You're going to end up burning out, be extremely exhausted, be overstressed. If your list of stresses is this big, and your list of resources is that big in comparison, that's not great. And if you have all of these stresses draining your energy, depleting your resources, that's not good. Not good for your health or your well-being. And in the end, it could be the slightest thing that ends up tipping you over the edge. It could be that the local supermarket doesn't have the sandwich that you want, or that you're stuck in traffic. It could be just the smallest thing that actually tips you over the edge, because your resources have just been chipped away for that long that it's literally like the straw that broke the camel's back. But obviously you don't want to get to that point of burning out. So ideally you want to be in a position where you have lots of resources, you have lots of things that nourish you. Ideally you want your list of resources to be this big and your list of stresses to be that big. But obviously we all go through periods of imbalance. So yeah, I invite you to take this opportunity to map out where your energy's going. What is it that's depleting your resources? What are the stressors that are grinding you down? And on the other side, what are the things that nourish you? What are the things that you love to do that really help you to feel good, help you to feel energized or relaxed? What are the things that restore you and build your resources? Now, it could be anything. It could be taking a walk, yoga, it could be gardening, you might enjoy cooking, it could be anything. I really invite you to map it out and really see what is there, and is there an imbalance going on? If your resources, oh sorry, something's popped up on the screen. Now if your resources outweigh the stressors, then great. That's fantastic. Thumbs up. That means that you have more than enough resources to deal with the stress in your life, and you'll have the energy and the stamina to do the things that you need to do. But if on the other hand your stressors are outweighing the resources, then what can be done to change that? Now let's think about this for a moment. If your stressors are really weighing on you, then there's two things really. It's quite a simple model. There's two things that you could do. You could either look for ways to remove some of those things that are causing you stress. For example, you may need to pay the bills. A massive stress could be that you're running up some debt, and there's bills that need paying. So one of the ways to remove that stressor, or that collection of stressors that may be finance related, would be to find some work, find means of employment, because you may be unemployed. Obviously a stressor like that may take some time to resolve, but there may be other stressors that are much easier to deal with. For example, there may be some tasks or errands that you're really putting off, but it's just a build up of things that once sorted you'd actually feel much better. But if there's some stressors that you're kind of stuck with for the time being, for example, if you are going through a period of unemployment, then the other option, if you can't remove those stressors, is to just find as many resources as you can. Really make sure that you nourish yourself with the things that replenish you and the things that you love doing. Do the things you love as much as possible, and make sure that you build up your resources, recharge yourself, and look after your own well-being enough so that you have the stamina to deal with what you're going through. And that's about it really. I really wanted to share that model with you because it's so simple, and it really helps to map things out in such a clear way, with it all boiling down to what's causing you stress and what's nourishing you in life. And once you work that out, you can you can start to think about how you can tip the balance back into your favour. So here's hoping that you find the things that nourish you and are able to do those things in your life as much as possible. And here's hoping that you are able to eliminate all the stressors that you're able to realistically eliminate. And as for the ones you are stuck with and the ones that you can't remove at this moment in time, then I hope you build the resources to deal with those things, and that your resources far outweigh your stresses. Go well.